A good news flash short story time for a change? For over 4 centuries, the Gregorian calendar has ticked away, marking the passage of days, months, and years with precise regularity. Introduced in 1582 by Pope Gregory XIII, it was designed to correct the drift caused by its predecessor, the Julian calendar, which had miscalculated the solar year by just a few minutes. The result? Easter, the central holiday in Christianity, was slipping further and further from its intended place in the spring season. So, the Gregorian calendar was born. Leap years were adjusted, days were realigned, and the world settled into a rhythm that, for the most part, has kept us on track ever since. We use it to plan our lives, structure our economies, and even plot the great milestones of history. But here's the question. Is it still the best system for the 21st century? Today, we live in an era where technology evolves faster than the seasons, where global connections run 24/7, and where the pace of life has outstripped anything Gregory XIII could have imagined. We find ourselves asking whether this centuries-old system still serves our needs. Could there be a better way to organize time? Imagine, if you will, a new calendar, one that's built for the demands of a digital world where efficiency and simplicity are paramount. Consider a system that does away with the confusion of uneven months, where February limps along with 28 or 29 days, while other months strut with 31. What if we could create a calendar where every month was the same length, every week started on the same day, and holidays were placed in ways that made more sense? Some have proposed a 13-month calendar, where each month would have exactly 28 days, perfectly divisible into 4 weeks. That would leave one extra day at the end of the year, a day that exists outside the regular week. Maybe a universal holiday, a day of rest and reflection, a global reset. Leap years? Well, they'd be handled by adding an extra day every 4 years to keep everything aligned with the solar year. It's not a new idea. The International Fixed Calendar was suggested in the early 20th century by Moses B. Cotsworth, and for a time, even the Eastman Kodak Company used it internally. But the world wasn't quite ready then. Change like this, you see, comes slow. But now, in an age where the world is more connected than ever, where the pace of life demands precision and clarity, perhaps the time has come to rethink how we measure time itself. Imagine a world where every month is predictable, where businesses can plan their quarters without the complication of variable days, where personal schedules can flow more easily from month to month. And yet, even with all the advantages, change is never simple. Traditions die hard, and the Gregorian calendar is, after all, woven into the fabric of nearly every society on Earth. Would the world be willing to adopt such a radical shift? Would we trade our familiarity with holidays like Christmas and New Year's for the smoothness of a 13-month year? Could we let go of the irregularities we've lived with for so long? It's an intriguing thought, one that reminds us that even something as fundamental as time can be reimagined. Maybe one day, we'll find ourselves living by a new system where the days march in perfect order and time, at last, bends to meet the needs of a new century. Until then, we'll keep marking our days as we always have, one by one, according to the old familiar system. But somewhere just beyond the horizon, the possibility of change lingers. And that's your good news flash for today. Thank you for reading my post, and always remember, sharing is caring. Reverend Michael W. Fournier, Ph.D.